alaikum, guys. We are back again. Back the pack.
Assalamu alaikum to all our viewers, and again, thank you very much for joining. And I've just noticed our viewership is going up,
Yeah.
our subscribers are going up. So, from the heart, a big thank you for all your love. And I've noticed that our biggest fans are in India.
Yep.
Thank you, Pakistan. Come on, you're behind. We need to push for some numbers up
Yeah,
there.
a few. Yeah, that's it. Please,
Not just behind in cricket.
Spread the word. Spread the word. So, guys, yeah, we wanted to cover all the latest ongoings. Today, we were obviously, as we said last episode, we're going to do a bit of an overview of the World Cup. But we're going to start with Pakistan's updates because, once again, as we sort of expected, there's been a few news items that have popped up.
Yep.
Major announcement was a squad announcement for the Australia tour, which is fast upcoming. So yeah, bro, what did you think of the announcements?
With the squad, I still have reservations, a few.
Okay.
I'm not too sure. I think for me, the first thing was not to see the big Captain
Yeah.
C next to the King. And that was quite disheartening. It was a bit upsetting, if I'm honest.
No, I know, bro. I know.
And no disrespect to whoever takes over, but it's just hard. It's a bit of pill to swallow, and I think it'll take some time to get over it. It's good to see Simon Ayub in the squad. I think that is a real good positive news for us. You know, Abrar, I'm happy.
Yeah.
I hope they play him.
Ahmed
Jamal, yeah, another good prospect, good pacer.
You see the video of him taking Barber's wicket.
Yeah, mate. That was tactics. That was tactics.
No, but it's good to see.
No, it's good to see that.
Good to see the youth. I want to see, like you say, I want to see the youth getting a chance. Though
100%.
We don't want to see a repeat of the World Cup where you take them and they just bring the bunny.
Yeah, I think my only concern is, so obviously I told you there's a few reservations. So I'm not too keen on Fahim Ashraf to be in that squad. I wasn't keen on Hassan Ali, but the problem, where do we go? Who do we go to? The usual story.
Yeah.
You know, the main bowlers are sort of out of action. I think I personally, the worry is, as everyone knows, Australia bouncy tracks. They will be balling at us, short pitched, body line, shoulder, head.
Yeah.
So those tracks are so bouncy. I don't know what the batsmen are going to be doing.
I can see it now, bro. Now that you said, I can see Stoinis' grin.
Mate, we'll come back to that one.
Yeah.
But Imam again, really? I don't know.
I mean, he's been obviously in form coming into the World Cup. He had a few performances which we'll come on to in the World Cup. So, I think it'd be hard. It would have been hard to drop him at the moment. But like you say, it's kind of. I think it's good to see a nice mix of, the experience and talent. But it's just, obviously, I can't wait to see that first game and see who actually gets a look in, who is going to perform on those wickets, and see, which players are actually going to be the future of Pakistan.
Yeah, and it's all about building, building your future legacy, legends. How do we get these guys to a position where tomorrow they will be, the face of Pakistan, and they'll carry the legacy on. But it's going to be a tough tour. It's going to be three tough test matches.
I think we have to be realistic going into it. I mean, once again, especially after this World Cup, I think there's a lot of disheartened fans, and there's a lot of obviously disharmony, a lot of the rumors are just every day we're getting a new little rumor coming out.
And this is the problem now. So obviously the whole management team has changed.
Yeah,
and all of a sudden you're getting problems coming up. I mean, the squad, like I said, it's not a bad squad.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
no, no,
it's
no.
actually a good squad.
It was
There are
nice to
just
see, and like I say, obviously going back when these changes were announced with the selector, with the coach, this, that, and the other, we wanted to see as long as it's for the betterment of the team, for the betterment of Pakistan, and we can see improvements and opportunities being given.
yeah,
That's good.
and that's what we look at, don't we?
Yeah, yeah,
Whatever we do is for the betterment of the country, it's the betterment of the cricket team. In this case. So yeah, as long as those guys that are going to come in, they can make an impact.
yeah.
Mike. The other thing is, I'm thinking, okay, so you've got Sarfraz and Rizwan.
Mm.
Do you play both?
Yeah, no, exactly. Who's going to be the wicket? Yeah,
Who keeps?
yeah.
You've got is Mohammad Haris in there? I think
Um,
I'll
you know
have
what? I'm
to.
going to be honest.
Yeah, I'll have to
I
check
can't
that.
exactly remember, but I think he may be in the camp at the
Hmm.
moment, but I'm not sure. Yeah, there was a few
So
interesting ones
there's a
there.
few questions around. Okay, so how do you select your best 11?
Mm.
Um, so yeah, I don't know. I mean, well, like you said, we'll have to see. I think the first test match is at the Gabba, so
Mm.
it's always known for you know interesting games. But yeah, no,
Yeah.
we'll see how it goes, and inshallah, if it's good for us, then they'll do something. Because then straight after the test series, they're heading off to New Zealand for T20s,
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
and obviously that will be same team, I suppose. We don't really have
Mm.
much
It's
to play with. We're not that sort of. I know they want to do this split captaincy, but we don't really have a split squad, so to speak. Obviously, Noman
yeah.
Ali, who was a test off spinner,
Yeah.
he's not going to obviously be in the
Yeah.
ODI,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
in the T20 squad. Um,
Well, I was wondering actually. Now that you mentioned it, Abbas.
so that again is baffling.
Mm.
Mohammad Abbas, who in county championship,
Yeah.
phenomenal.
Well,
Yeah.
even in the
Then when
past
he plays
tests.
for Pakistan in Test cricket,
Yeah.
but not in Pakistan,
Mm.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
We're talking about foreign pitches.
Yeah. I
We're
mean, I
talking
remember him
about
here, obviously
here,
in England, and
Australia,
yeah.
these sort of tracks that bounce, they move, they suit his style of bowling.
So you'd think.
You think, and they're not even
Yeah, that just
cons-
came to me. Like I say, I didn't even think
no,
of him
no,
until today. But yeah,
it ran through
until
my
now.
mind
Yeah.
when they announced the squad, and I'm like,
Interesting, isn't it?
it's really interesting because you've chosen.
Because it wasn't even really covered. I don't think it was even brought up in the press conference because there was a few that he mentioned, such as obviously Naseem Shah and
You
the kind of
mentioned
names that we
Saib
expect.
Zada, Farhan.
Yeah,
Um, Again, good domestic player. Hasn't had. I mean, he played. I think he played for Pakistan
mm.
in the white ball cricket. And he wasn't. He wasn't.
Yeah, yeah,
He
yeah.
wasn't up the mark. But then the problem is, you got to keep persisting with these players, isn't it? You can't just give them. All right, yeah, that's it, mate. You're done. And that we do that.
Mm.
Where if you look at other teams around the world, especially like India or someone, they'll keep pushing. And if they don't play them all the time, what they'll do is they will rest their key players
Yeah.
and then give
Well,
these guys
yeah,
chances.
you can
If
see
you
it
look
now,
at
innit?
now,
Obviously,
yeah,
the T20 that they've got, obviously following the World Cup, the top boys are being rested,
which is
and
fine. They've had a
who
lot of
knows will
cricket.
they be back or not? We don't know. We were talking about maybe Kohli and Rohit being leaving their team, but it's nice though to
Yeah,
see, and obviously
because
they won regardless. So
you put trust in them,
yeah, no,
and
exactly,
then
builds the confidence
exactly, and you
exactly in
need
the
to
long run.
build the future,
Mm,
and without giving them the opportunity and consistently persisting with them, So,
yeah.
but yeah, no, I mean that Wahab Riaz's presser.
So yeah, I was going to come on to that next. I mean, it was some very interesting comments. I picked up
Can
a
I
couple
can I be very
specifically.
honest
Yeah,
before we go into the
yeah, yeah.
comments? It was pathetic.
It was
It was ridiculous,
unprofessional, I think.
unprofessional.
Yeah.
He had no. There was no structure to it.
But did you expect better from him?
I expect better from the board.
Yeah, but they've selected him,
Right.
and since that selection, we both of us especially have been a bit wary of that announcement. I wasn't surprised when I saw it. It wasn't like I was thinking, "Oh, what's happened to
Well,
him?"
first of all, he's turned up casually
Mm,
wearing this leather jacket, Lahore speciality, um, and I felt as if he's just going out on a little night out with the lads.
mm.
He's turned up and he's got
The
this
notes are going all over the
million. He's
place.
got a million
Pieces
pieces
of
of paper,
paper,
and they're going
forgetting
all
what
over
he's talking about.
Forget that bit. There's a bit he's got his phone there, and he keeps looking at it. And he keeps tapping it. and they
Yeah.
ask him questions, and he's
Maybe we should
baffled.
take ours out.
I think we should,
Yeah, why not?
you know.
But
You know,
no, look, let's yeah, I was gonna say sorry, bro, but yeah, just to like the comments that he made though, like I say, what really got me, and I kind of saw the comments before I watched the whole thing. First of all, it's almost like his character assassinated Harris Roth,
he's finished him, mate.
publicly washing the laundry
He
again
has finished Horace
for no
Rolfe's
reason. I think,
career.
yeah,
I'm
considering
telling you this now.
yeah, considering they've got a now like in theory, we would like to see him back in the squad. Obviously, we would love to see him back and performing in T20s and whatnot. The way he's talking about him is that he's gone, and you know the way he's voiced his second point that picked up was these players need to make Pakistan the priority. And you know, only thing what I can read into that is that he's trying to basically speak about Horace, a few other players as well, who potentially are going off to play Big Bash and whatnot, and they're prioritizing that over Pakistan.
So, talking of Big Bash,
Mm.
I'm not sure. I can't remember if I sent it to you, but I think it was yesterday or the day before.
Mm-hmm.
There is from a good source of mine,
Yeah,
and you know what I'm like when it comes
yeah,
to
yeah,
journalism and stuff. That the board is reluctant to give NOCs
yeah.
to the players to
Mm.
go and play the Big Bash.
Well, this,
Now,
yeah,
if this was that again that pathetic, silly T10 league,
mm.
fine. You know what? I beg you, ban them from that,
Yeah,
right? Or these million and one LPL and this PL and that PL that they go and play.
mm.
Forget it. That's cool. But a Big Bash league is, for me, is
Yeah.
proper. It's proper T20
Well, I
cricket.
think in the
Yeah.
top in the T20 leagues, you've got obviously IPL at the top. Can't argue with that. But then people talk about okay, PSL
I
and
say
BBL. They're probably
BBL
on a level,
because
you know.
BBL was humongous when it first
Yeah,
started,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
And to actually get into a BBL, you know, on those humongous grounds,
Mm,
and if the batsmen are clearing those grounds, so it becomes that, you know, they call it the it's not power hitting, but it's range hitting.
mm.
That is an opportunity because if you can clear those MCGs and you
Yeah,
know
yeah, yeah.
those sort of grounds, you know, that shows that there's a good range hitting.
Mm.
You know, you play in England the Vitality
Yeah.
T20 Championship, obviously. You know, these are proper
Mm.
league cricket, right? And even IPL, like we said, you know, is probably the
Yeah,
biggest of
it's the
all of them.
Premier biggest money involved,
Exactly.
you know, that's
But
the big check.
how are they giving NOCs to these guys? These guys need to go and play in those conditions.
Let's be honest, they're not going to get to play IPL in it. So at
Yeah.
least not anytime soon. So let's, you know, that's their big opportunity, to be
And
honest.
and the thing is, it's not as if we've got so much cricket lined up over the next year that they're cutting the workload.
Yeah,
Do you
like I say,
understand?
it was a very odd comment. I feel like it was a very directed comment, as with the Horace Roth sort of very pointed criticism that he did. I just don't understand what, as a chief selector, what are you doing? Are you trying to just? I mean, I get destroy and rebuild might be your plan, but to do it in this manner, I just think there's a way to do it, and
He's
you know,
doing what happened to him.
yeah. But what happened to him was because of his performances
Exactly. So what he should be thinking is, I don't want what happened to me
to happen to
to
anyone
happen
else.
to
Yeah,
anyone else.
yeah.
Let me change the way we think.
Mm.
But look, unfortunately, I know we don't get political or talk politics on this, but the moment the IK government was ransacked,
Well, it coincides, you know.
then
Mm.
all of a sudden this government comes in and their little um, sidekicks,
Gang,
their gang, they've taken over. So they're doing things their way,
mm.
you know?
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, like I say, let's see what happens going forward. Like I say, my main concern is not the jacket he wears and the way he
No, obviously, that's
obviously
just,
presents himself.
I think,
Hopefully, he'll learn and he'll get better over time. It was his first press conference. We got to give him a little bit of time,
yeah.
I think. Hopefully, but just the overall sort of, like I say, the kind of feeling that I'm getting right now is of concern, and I just want to see the right choices made.
I just feel that our cricket is being destroyed and it's going to get worse. And I said this the moment I heard about all this changes.
Mm.
You know, it, we're not in good hands.
Yeah.
We're getting passed around like like a pack of cards.
Mm.
And it's just not fair. I don't think it's fair. I think a lot of careers are going to be destroyed, and you're going to start seeing, people that you don't see fit into, wearing that jersey. So I don't know, but
So yeah, I mean, I think that probably brings us on to one of our next points. I think we'll skip ahead for a second. Is the T20 rumor?
yeah. So that
Barber and Rizwan possibly being dropped for T20.
yeah.
Which,
So
to be honest, I mean, I hadn't heard it. You told me on, when we were prepping, and me, I'm still in shock. I mean, we know firsthand. We've seen those boys are rocks. When it comes to T20, especially, there've been so many situations that I remember where they were the only guys that have kind of kept us in games, won us games. They're the match winners.
so look, right. The ultimate thing is here. You know that there's an agenda against Barber. Yeah,
Mm.
you've taken him out of captaincy. Fine, accepted. Rizwan is very close to Barber. You want to destroy that bond,
Mm.
and now you're talking about there's rumors flying around about both of them being dropped from T20s.
And you made a good point earlier about the Wolf 111, whatever
Yeah.
it's called,
So
sponsorship, the
that
betting
sponsorship.
sponsorship,
So
which they
obviously,
opposed.
yeah. So they opposed the betting
Mm.
sponsorship,
Mm.
which they still have those on their PSO jerseys.
Yeah, there's that, and the other one was what? Daraz, what was it? Or Dafar,
Dafan News,
Dafar News,
right?
yeah, very nice
So
name.
I didn't know about the Wolf 111
Mm.
have a news channel or.
So what they've done
Hmm.
essentially, just to sum it up quickly, is that instead of, because their main body is a betting company. Because when I looked them up, when I saw it on the jersey in the
It's a
PSL,
Chinese
I
company, isn't
googled
it?
it. I believe the Chinese, I think, betting company, and there's many, right? But when I saw that on the jersey, I thought that looks like a betting. So I looked it up, and what they've done is obviously to get onto Pakistan's radar and trying to get involved in the PSL. These guys have all gone out and made little news, little side businesses and sort of
Side hustles.
little side websites, and that's what they're sort of trying to promote. And there've even been articles, I think, closer to when they were selected for the PSL,
Hmm.
around the fact that they are not betting, they are actually just a news outlet. But look, we can see through the mist here, and it's nonsense,
I mean,
nonsense.
obviously, there's Barber and Rizwan have opposed it because obviously religious reasons as well.
Well, if you're going to represent Pakistan,
Yeah.
right? Let's not. It's not about. It's not just about religion.
No, it's not. But
Yeah,
I'm
it's
saying
at
their
the end of the
reasons
day. Let's
are.
let's be honest, bro. Forget religion, because in football they're banning betting advertising, right?
Mm,
In the Premier League,
mm-hmm.
there's a reason for it.
Yeah.
Look at how many cases. I mean, once again, I don't want to talk about Brentford and whatnot, but look at Ivan Toney in Brentford
Mm.
in football. I mean, it's a shame. You don't want to see players. Sorry, you don't want to see these issues in our sport. They haven't. We've had match fixing scandals, this, that,
Yeah,
and the
yeah,
other.
yeah.
Imagine this is like now the money behind these teams and stuff like that. Who knows where it's going to go on in behind the
Mm.
scenes. So look, they're right to do what they're doing, I believe, and and obviously, yeah, morality and all that involved as well, which is important, I think, for being role models, especially in a
Yeah,
country like
yeah,
Pakistan.
yeah,
I just think, if that is the reason and if that's what's behind it, this is shameful stuff.
yeah. Thing is, you're gonna drop if this rumor is true. There's another rumor, by the way. No, actually, sorry, it's not a rumor.
Mm.
Hafiz said it in an interview
Mm.
yesterday.
Yeah, yeah,
Or was it this morning? Can't remember. I think it
yeah.
was yesterday, this morning. Um, he's saying that he wants to split Barber and Rizwan's opening partnership and fit Simon Yub as the opener. Drop, can't remember if it was Rizwan to number 4, or
Mm.
was it Barber and number 4? But anyway, he wants to draw that, and I think the point he was trying to make, and he actually said something on the lines of, you can't constantly now have, we need to make some changes. Fine, make changes, but ultimately, in my head, I'm thinking, if you go with Simon Ayub as the opener, good shout. He's attacking,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
aggressive.
Talent.
You go with Mohamed Horace,
Mm.
brilliant. You'll go either way though, because they're both quite short circuited.
Yeah, that's
you
the
know,
thing, isn't it? It's
which is
all or
fine.
nothing once
It
again.
is what it is.
Yeah.
But Then who comes in? Your 3 and 4
Mm.
will be who? Your Barbara and Rizwan.
Well, it should be.
No, so
Yeah.
my point
Yeah, if they're
is,
there. Yeah.
you're breaking the opening partnership
Mm.
to then give them a 3 and 4. So they're going to meet regardless. Hence, then that brings me on to that rumor about them being dropped from T20s possible because Hafiz has a plan as well.
Mm.
So this is what I'm saying. Like, I don't know what they're thinking, but then part of me says, and maybe you guys agree, you know what? Let them mess up.
I mean, this is the thing.
Let it happen.
Now they're here, right? And like you've already mentioned, this is already like a whole new lobby now.
It is.
Now they're here, they have to do something. That's what I'm saying. Like for me, obviously, like I say, being an optimist and all that, I'm trying to think, okay, hopefully they do something good. If they don't, pressure's going to be back on. It's not going to be like they're going to the Awam is not going to let them sit and chill. They can't just sit in that comfy chair and say, okay, I'm wearing my leather jacket. I've got it. You know what I mean? I'm done. So there's more to it, and they're going to have to achieve. We have to either perform. The team either has to, either their experiments are going to work, and we're going to be sitting here going, okay, you know what? Cool. Well done. We've done something.
As long as it's benefiting the country, the team,
Yeah.
I'm good with that. But I've been watching enough cricket for
Exactly.
a long time, all my life, to see this is what happens. The new management comes in, they start lynching players.
Mm.
They then end up getting destroyed anyway.
Yeah.
But the bharti that they show that we're gonna keep doing what we're gonna do, you lot do what you want. Yeah. Then what's gonna happen is the new government's gonna take over. Then a new management's
The
gonna
new
come
lobby.
in.
Yeah.
Then a new lobby's gonna come in. This is a vicious circle of life.
Mm.
Yeah. We go through this vicious circle of life in our personal lives. As a Pakistan fan, we go through it with our team, with our country, with our nation. I'm not being negative. Yeah, honestly, I might sound it. I'm not. I'm a
Yeah.
realist.
But we're talking from a perspective at the moment, obviously, having, and we've got the World Cup overview, and I don't know if that's going to lift our spirits, but this is my point. Like, I think the problem is that we're talking from a place where we are. We have to be real, and the way we are is, doubt, fear,
You've got
and
6 months.
anxiety,
You've got
which is
6
come from
months
but which is coming
left.
from where we are. Because look, once again, when we started, and if we go back to episode 1, we were very happy and positive because we'd not been that bad in Asia Cup, and we'd been ODI number 1 team. We had number 1 batsman, and we thought, okay, let's go and show the world. Didn't happen. So now we have to, like I say, talk from where we are, and that's what we're doing. I think.
Well, then the media mafia happened. Isn't
Well, the media mafia is part of that because they're
course they
also gonna, strike when they can.
They are because
They're opportunists.
and also they're
Yeah.
not just opportunities. They're also they back the current government.
Well, yeah. Well, this
there
is
you
the
go.
politics.
They've
again.
got their politics. They've
But
got their
speaking
little
of
puppets in there.
lobbies and gangs and all that, I mean, not that I'm 100% against this, to be honest, but Ajmal has been appointed.
Spin coach.
So, there's probably
I like that.
no one better.
No, I
to
like
be
that.
honest.
I like that.
I think he's probably one of our best of all time.
As long as he doesn't change their actions.
Yeah. And then
So that was a bad joke.
Imran Nazir, power hitting coach, rumor this is, but probably be official by tomorrow. Looking at the way that the news are coming out.
My only thing with that is, he was a phenomenal batsman. He would destroy many bowlers, but he didn't play the long game.
Well, he's a power hitting specialist.
Yeah, he had one way. He had one way of playing.
Yeah,
and I don't want to see a team of 10 try the freebies.
But they're probably looking at this baseball, phenomenon and thinking, look at Rohit Sharma and these players. Is this the way forward? I guess that's what they want.
We're not made for that.
Well,
No. Listen, you said it yourself. We play the Pakistan way.
Yeah.
That is not the Pakistan way.
No, it's not. It's not.
We ain't gonna all of a sudden change the way we operate and go baseball.
No, but it's an interesting development to see that at least they've got a specialist there. If it works, and maybe Ifti and all these guys can find form at the right time, at the right fucker, and all these guys at the right place at the right time.
Do you remember the Sri Lanka Test series prior to the Asia Cup? Do you remember any of it?
Yeah, I mean vaguely. My memory is not yours, but yeah.
Unfortunately, that's why I'm here.
That's what. Yeah. Balance.
We we went baseball.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Mm.
You must remember that.
Yeah.
They were launching every baller. Yeah. It was like what the hell is this?
Yeah.
This is amazing. You know, lekin it stopped.
Yeah.
Come Asia Cup,
Mm.
we went test mode. So
Oddly.
oddly. So my thing is like, and you, mate, you don't want to go baseball in Australia.
Yeah.
They
Wow.
will sniff you out
Mm.
like that.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Let's see how it develops. We don't know. Obviously,
We don't
this
know.
is still a rumor. Let's just see what happens.
But
if
look,
it
I'm
comes into
happy.
place.
Sayyid Ajmal, spin coach,
Yeah.
wicked. Umar Gul, your fast bowling coach, wicked. Imran Nazir as your power hitting
Yeah.
coach. I don't know. But anyway, it's something new. It's something different. We'll give it. We'll give it a
Yeah.
go.
And the last one, so on the update, the news update was the big news. Your favorite Imad Wasim is retired.
Thank God.
Boy,
Sorry.
Bajan has a personal vendetta against
Why?
Imad Bhai because
Why?
he didn't lift Kara when you made your joke when we met him. Remember that? No. Go on. Why?
No, that was quite funny.
Yeah, that
No,
was
can we tell that
hilarious.
story?
I'm dying.
Please tell that story.
So Bajan, we were waiting after which match was it? It was
England, Pakistan.
but yeah, but where was it? In Southampton. Yeah. So Bajan and these guys, they'd go toilet. In the meantime, I saw the team coming out, and I was waiting outside. I saw the team coming out, so I went running, started talking to the guys, taking photos and that. And I remember Bajan came out and was like, "Oi, met a big guy," and he came running, and we started talking to the boys. This and that. Over boys took the pictures as well, as you may have seen. Actually, they're on
I had
our
a
Insta.
really good chat with
Good time. Mickey Arthur was,
He
lovely.
spoke to me like he was
Hasnain,
my long lost
yeah,
uncle.
Hasnain was our best
Hasnain
mate
was our
for that
best mate.
series. Yeah, good times.
Hasnain remembered us.
Yeah,
every game.
yeah. Well, I think we were probably the loudest.
We were the loudest. He
But yeah.
remembered us, and I remember him saying, I think when we were at the Leeds game,
Yeah,
and we bumped again into them,
yeah.
and he looked and yeah, and he was like,
Yeah.
because you guys, and it's nice. It's
But
a nice interaction.
Imad boy came by, and a few Bande were a little miserable. I remember Hafiz boy was a little bit serious, but that was just shocking. But yeah, Imad boy came. Umar boy brought up his Welsh heritage, and
he
deadpan.
He did
no response.
He didn't like that.
I thought
he aired me. He fully aired me.
So
and after
just
that,
remember,
I was like, you know what?
That's it. Retire.
I should like you.
Retire.
Put it back with. Put it back
After that, he didn't perform.
No, he
I think you killed him off, bro.
I did have to.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, but that was a true story.
Yeah.
But recently when throughout this World Cup, Ahmad and
Mohammed
Amir, they do this show on
Hasna
Manai, regardless, just whatever it is. And on there, they absolutely annihilate Babar Azam.
Well, legends.
Huh?
Legends, isn't it? They annihilate the legends.
Yeah,
they think that they're the best.
They think they're best.
And they specifically said many times, the only person who has a chance to play is Imad. And I think he waited for the announcement, and then he thought, "Chalo,
that's not going to happen.
Time's up."
Good.
Yeah, no, I mean, look,
honestly,
like I said before, when we read the news and when we discussed the news, I don't want to overlook his contributions. And I remember, obviously, going back to Champions Trophy.
No, he's had some
once again.
He's had some good.
He has had good spells, but yeah, time was up.
He can now concentrate on his permanent residency in England and television, and all the other bakwas that he does,
like his friends Amir and all that. Yeah.
I mean, can we just go on to Amir quickly? He made this one statement about So obviously he made statements about, first of all, and this is why they're hypocrites. Both of them are hypocrites. Yeah, they said so prior to the World Cup. Just I think in the beginning of the World Cup, they said Babar shouldn't even be in the Pakistan squad. Yeah, fine. Prior to the World Cup, do you remember just during Ramzan time we played Afghanistan, and Babar got he scored some runs, etc. And he said, "This is the best batsman. You're Babar legend there."
They still bring up those clips.
They do, and I'm like, "You're a hypocrite." Then he gives it like basically saying he should be in that squad. Yeah, on what grounds? Okay.
Yeah, on what merit? You're not
You
even getting selected for the 100.
you choose not to play domestic cricket.
No, but he's not. If he would go to the 100 and he just sit on the sidelines. I think he played one game
They
the
won't play
last
him.
season.
They won't play him. So saying that, and then Amir just annoying me. He made this one statement about what did he say? He said, मुझे देखो 2009 में यूनुस खान ने
Yeah, yeah,
मुझे
yeah.
सिलेक्ट किया था जब सबने कहा था कि आमिर नहीं और यूनुस खान ने कहा मुझे आमिर चाहिए और आज देखो मोहम्मद आमिर क्या है mate 2009
Mm,
I'm sorry you are Mohammed Amir today for two reasons. One, because we backed you as loyal fans after you went and fixed a couple of games. Let's not lie about that.
mm.
Yeah. And we backed you and said, don't worry, bacha hai, young hai, naive hai, let him come back. He'll be good, he'll be good. And then what happened, mate? 2019 World Cup done over. By 2020, you said, you know what? I'm putting my feet up. I can't do this anymore. I can't play Test cricket anymore. I want to go to England and get my British passport. So don't come at these players that are loyal to the country, loyal to the game. Okay, and that's where I'm going to leave it at.
I think that's a good point to move on to the World Cup overview.
Let's go for it.
Yeah, I mean, I will probably make this, concise because we're going to look at Pakistan's overview. And yeah, I think the performances were there, but they were few and far in between. Um, I think honorable mention goes to Chota Don,
Oh, that's a wicked name.
Andy, Babur Bhai. Thanks
Babar
for that.
has now officially labeled Saud Shakil as Chota Don during the net practice
Yeah.
recently.
So Chota Don started off the World Cup lovely. We're against Netherlands.
Mm-hmm.
And Hassan Ali's bowling has to be mentioned. Initially, he was looked on fire. I thought he was going to
One game,
maybe win. Well, two. Sri Lanka game as well.
1.5 games.
So yeah. But yeah, the Netherlands game, I remember just feeling, because I'm an emotional guy.
We were 28 for 2.
Yeah, I remember just feeling that shouldn't have been as close as it was. Netherlands obviously ended up very high up the table, and they did sort of actually they were threatening to possibly do something.
They beat South Africa.
Yeah,
I mean, they didn't beat them; they hammered them.
but unfortunately, I think we played them at the right time actually, because I
They
think
were
they
just
would have.
warming up.
Yeah, as in, I mean, so were we in theory, but I think, yeah, we played them at the right time. Thank God. I didn't, that would have been just an additional
It was pressure.
mark on our record.
I remember watching that.
Yeah, no, but it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't
Pressure.
easy.
It wasn't straightforward.
And then and then the Sri Lanka game. And I think I was
Are we
saying this
skipping the
before
India
that.
game?
No, we're going in order, bro.
No.
But what?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
Okay,
So
yeah,
we won
sorry.
two. Remember, bro? It was
yeah,
two,
yeah.
and then
But that's how far the World Cup memories.
So Sri Lanka game, which I was going to say, sorry, yeah, that I feel like there's a lot of focus being put in overviews that I watched online and this and that, which is fair on Maxwell.
Mm.
Obviously, they won the World Cup, so fair enough.
Mhm.
But Rizwan's innings, man, record run chase. I think it's been forgotten a bit in the noise. And
Sometimes cramp, sometimes
acting, which is obviously the quote of the century.
That was actually really good.
Yeah.
He jokes apart. He played his heart out.
Yeah. I think it was good to see
Chase 345.
Yeah.
It was a world record chase.
Yeah.
In the World Cup. It was amazing.
Yeah, glad to see it. Like I say, it was good to see Rizwan. I mean, Rizwan, we expect a lot from him, and he delivered on that day. Listen, we're not forgetting the India game. The India game,
I want to.
I struggled.
I want to forget.
Yeah, I wish we could.
I remember when we did the post-match podcast.
Yeah.
And we were deflated. I was trying to build energy. I just couldn't do it, mate.
The only highlight I could find, from a Pakistan perspective, obviously, was Babar and Rizwan's slight moment of the partnership and the slight moment of hope that we had while they were still in.
Yeah.
But that was it.
Yeah.
So, I think we'll just move on.
Forget that one.
Australia. So it was funny because when I look back at it, I remember it being a very close game.
Was that 390 something? No?
We're trying to.
Chase. We started well though.
We started well. That's what it was. So when I looked at it, the chase,
not the bowling.
Yeah, the bowling was.
You,
Shaheen got the fifer, innit?
Didn't we drop Warner?
You know what? You're probably right. Yeah, I think we
Yeah,
did.
we
Yeah.
dropped Warner on 10.
Was that?
And then he went
Yeah.
and got the big
Yeah.
160 or whatever. Yeah, that was that
Well, that
one.
was kind of the story of our World Cup
But
as
then
well, isn't it?
again, that
In
was
that
at
respect,
that
there were
was
a
at
lot of missed chances as well.
but that was at Bengaluru, no? The smaller boundaries. Remember, you
Mm,
touch it at the ground.
yeah, but yeah, I mean, the good start that we got, obviously, in the back, the chase was
Imam got
Imam
70 odd or something.
and ABD.
But then when the wickets collapsed,
Yeah.
boy, oh boy.
And the bowling, like you were saying, yeah, and that was the thing. It was just the collapse, right? And
No,
we
but
just,
then yeah.
nothing came after that, bro. And then this is the thing, like throughout, like I say, it was just flashes. Shaheen, obviously, honorable mention was the fifer that he got,
5 for 54.
which
I remember
was,
that. It was
uh,
counted as one of the best spells of the World Cup,
yeah. I mean, listen,
alongside three other spells, which I think Shami has two of them
well, he was
by
something
far.
else, mate.
By far. I
But
mean, coming on Shami, I've got something for you.
but yeah,
Quite sad.
Afghan game, yeah,
That was. Ooh, I don't know what was worse, swallowing the pill on the India game or the Afghanistan game, or even the South Africa game. To be
I
fair.
think, yeah, I think at least with the India game,
We can't.
we
Well, I knew you
we
didn't. Remember?
we hoped.
No. You hoped.
Okay, fine. I hoped.
I said no.
Yeah, because well, and you're not going to say
No.
But
Let's be honest. We had Bilal on the show as well, didn't we?
no, I remember
He
what
said
happened. I remember the predictions.
I'll never forget that. I comprehensively, and I was like, what?
Yeah, well,
And then you were like, not comprehensive.
close
Win.
game.
And I
Yeah,
was
well, I
like,
expected a close game.
and then both of you just looking at me, and I'm thinking, India.
You're thinking India.
Anyway,
Afghanistan. Yeah. So yeah, Barber and ABD again got decent totals, but they made light work of us. To be honest, once again, the thing is the bowling let us down on that day.
But we should have got more runs, man.
Mm,
That was that was a proper square turnout. We knew a year ago when the fixtures were announced, we're playing in Chennai. It's a spin-friendly wicket. We took no spinners. Yeah, let's start with that. Fine. We were batting first. Started off well. Then that little mini collapse. Then the rebuild. I think it was Iftikhar. Then a little rebuild. But then I think what do we get? 286, I'd say roughly.
But the thing is that it's
But they chased with these, man.
yeah, they made it look easy.
Made it look all easy.
South Africa game, the heartbreak of the South Africa game.
Heartbreak, man.
But once again, looking back at it, like we were heartbroken. We almost did it. I don't know, because in that instance, we put the pressure on.
Well, we got done over by the LBW as well, didn't we?
Yeah, decisions as well. Yeah,
That's
but yeah, Baba got 50. Shaheen got 3. As highlights from us.
Barber got out in that game. It was bad. I don't know if you can recall it. I know your memory card is weak, but he got out on a review. So original decision was not out.
Oh yeah, where we were thinking, what's this review for?
Yeah.
I remember that.
And he swept the ball and
Yeah.
So you imagine, guys, you imagine a bat. Then you imagine where your glove starts, and the reviews come. And I'm thinking, what they?
Yeah. I mean, in full speed, it looks
doesn't
like
make
nothing.
no sense.
Yeah.
Anyway, when they go into the ultra edge or snickometer or whatever you want to call it, the ball's coming. So imagine where Asim Bhai, device starts, and imagine my hand here. The slow mo, the ball's gone here, flat line, flat line, flat line, flat line, flat line, flat line, spike. I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
And he was looking solid.
Yeah.
He looked so solid in that.
Yeah.
And I remember I was watching that game. I was in Turkey. Remember? Because that's when we done and Anaya, my eldest, she was sitting with me. And she was like, oh no, Dad. Barber's out. And I was like, oh. And I think she's becoming a Barber fan, by the way.
Well, she can't help it. It's in the blood.
She is. It's really cool. That's really cool. I'm so proud of her. I'm proud as a father.
That's nothing new. Bangladesh, bro. Fakhar and ABD once again did well. I mean, obviously that was.
We finished them.
Yeah,
that was Oh, yeah, that was the one when I said to you that we should skill them for 150, pump this net run rate because it's
Mm,
going to bite us in the tournament. And we got them for 202 because we
yeah,
let the likes of Shakib and a few of us
they kind of
hit a few. But
had a little
see,
shade, yeah, a little late show.
I said, man, it's these moments we didn't capture those. We didn't take advantage of that, you know?
I mean, I guess in the end it didn't matter,
Yeah, no,
but
no,
yeah,
no, no, no. But it would have mattered
it
because
could have.
when I said to you that, look, these are the games you want to hit the net run rate,
Mm,
you know, we've got them in such a gridlock now.
yeah,
We can skittle them, push that net run rate, and knock the runs off. They knocked the runs off.
yeah.
Could have been a bit more quicker, but anyway, no, that was a good
I mean,
game.
that was our best
That
game,
was a
so
brilliant game.
yeah,
I think I still say the SA game
yeah,
was the best game, including the Australia Afghanistan game. The two best games of the tournament for
yeah,
me were the
yeah.
Pakistan South Africa and the Australia Afghanistan.
Yeah. Then we had the New Zealand miracle,
That was good.
Boris
Barish. That
and
was lovely.
Fakhr.
Wow.
I
That was beautiful.
I wish he got to play out that innings. I just really wanted to
He'd got a
see.
double hundred.
That's what I wanted to see in it, like where, because the start was beautiful and
I think we'd have chased 400.
well, yeah,
Oh, we were 200 odd for one, mate.
it was beautiful. It
It
was
was
beautiful.
lovely.
Um, and Wasim Junior
He
notably
bowled
got
really, bowled really well.
3 wickets that day.
Mm.
And yeah,
I mean, he bowled
he
well,
was the
but
only
the
one.
rest of the team got hammered.
Yeah, he was the only one that was actually doing something on that
Mm.
wicket. And yeah, it's a shame that he
Did we
didn't.
win the toss that day, or did we lose the toss?
Good question.
I can't remember.
I actually can't remember because
See,
we
now
were
my
watching
memory
it in
cards.
Turkey. Remember?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah,
now my memory cards me.
we
Oh yeah,
were
we watched that in
on
Turkey
and off.
together,
But
didn't we?
yeah, that was an
Mm.
emotional day.
Yeah, it was.
And then yeah, bro, the last one, the super run chase we were looking for, the miracle. Well, we were
Yeah,
looking for the toss, wasn't it?
we
Really,
lost the game at the toss, man.
uh,
We lost the game at the toss.
not much to talk about. Harris got 3. I mean, yeah, it wasn't really.
Yeah, but he got pumped as well.
Yeah, it wasn't really a match.
Who
But
didn't get pumped?
yeah, I mean, like you say, after the toss, it was kind of
No, I'm just saying
unfortunately.
throughout the whole.
I wish we'd sort of fought and won the last match just so that we could go home smiling. But
No, but
England got it on us.
if you think about the whole tournament,
Yeah,
everyone got pumped.
yeah.
You know,
Totally.
unfortunately.
Yeah. Bowling was just our weakness, isn't it? Overall, I think
Mm.
if we're gonna go overview wise, I think bowling was not. I think bowling was our weakness. Fact.
Yeah, but
Um,
that's the scary part.
and that was what was meant to be our strength going
But
in,
then
and always is usually our strength.
but then
So
it was scary because it just showed some mad major cracks.
well, we talk about I mean, I think, and this is
Was
going to bring
Naseem
us on to
Shah's not being present? Was it that?
no. I'm not. I don't buy it. I
I
don't
don't
buy
I
that.
don't buy that.
That's a good enough excuse.
I
Yes,
don't buy that.
he would have had an impact, I
Of
think,
course he would have.
but
He would
to
have.
be reliant on one player, I mean, that's not what we were about, and that's not what was the team going
No,
into
no.
the cup. But we discussed this briefly, and we've discussed it before. The omission or the miss, I think what I think was a misselection of the 15. Abrar just sitting there,
And Harris
and
and
Harris
Zaman.
just sitting there.
I mean, yeah. I mean, abroad. That was annoying.
Yeah,
We had a mystery spinner, and we just benched him throughout the whole thing. Obviously, you can't bring a reserve
but there was
unless you get an
no
injury.
opportunity taken, like you're saying earlier,
There were options.
Shadab's injury or whatever. Like teams do it,
Shadab's
man.
injury, Imam's injury,
Yeah.
injury.
No, but teams do it. I
Of
mean, at
course
the end
they
of the
do.
day,
There's
this is
tactical
tactics that
moves.
have to
There's
take place.
tactical
That's in
moves.
place for a reason.
Of course.
And for some reason, we decided,
No,
Bajan can go have a free holiday.
we missed a trick.
Biryani khao ko ke aage. And don't get me wrong, I'm not going to join the camp of that's it, biryani khaya and that's it. But it
Listen,
frustrates
Shabab
me.
said after the first game, because he was questioned by the journalist, say के आप लोग थके हुए लग रहे हो, क्या हो गया, बिरयानी ज़्यादा खा ली है, and he goes, हाँ खा तो ले, रोज खाते हैं. And I'm
But then
thinking,
Ifti also said, KG, when they lose, then we talk about biryani, and when they win, we don't credit the biryani. So biryani's in the bath. But what I've got, I think going back to the World Cup and just like an overview of it all. and I think we've said this before, and we'll probably be saying this until we hopefully, get a good performance out of Pakistan. It just, like you say, it just showed our cracks. It really was a capitulation of a team that we were expecting something. I don't want to say that we were expecting a World Cup win because I think that would have been
No,
too ambitious considering
just
going into the tournament, we were talking about India, New Zealand, and all these teams, England as well.
I just
Funny
wanted
enough.
to see some intent,
Yeah.
and
Well, we wanted to, go at
and
least
we
get to
were
the
good enough for the semis.
yeah, at least get to the semis, and then anything can happen. Also, it takes one day. So
Exactly.
yeah, no, it was a shame. We are, obviously, like we've said before, deflated after the World Cup, and we are sort of in a. We're just hopeful now. I'm hopeful now, and I'm just, I want to see. Once again, we got to be realistic. Going into Australia, we're not expecting, a whitewash or something crazy like
No, we
that.
are.
No,
As
you
in,
okay? Well, you
as in
once again,
whitewash, that will get whitewashed.
I don't want to see a whitewash, right? I want to see a fight. Is what I want to
No, I
see.
want to see a fight.
I want to see our youngsters performing. They've been selected now,
Mm.
right? They have to perform. I'm
If
not
they,
saying I'm
if
not trying to say that we need to put the pressure on them, but my point is that talent is there. These big dogs that have come in, this gang, they now need to get the best out of them. And if they don't, they're doing them a disservice because there's no point going on. The whole World Cup, we've been hearing Saim Ayub, Saim Ayub, Saim Ayub, yeah, from the Pakistan Cup and this and that. All right then, cool.
यार तुझे याद है they used to pump Haider Ali.
Yeah, but
He was pumped.
mm,
Yeah, I think it was a game against England in England during that COVID time when we toured.
yeah,
No
yeah,
crowd was allowed. We had tickets for that as well.
yeah.
He was pumped. Oh, this guy, because he came from the PSL. He came from Zalmi. Done brilliantly. Fine. Came here, T20 series, didn't do nothing. He couldn't get a bat on ball. He got one innings. I think he got about 50 odd. That was it. Then they played him a few times after they tried him, finished him. I didn't realize this until yesterday. I was watching the highlights of the 2022 World Cup
Mm-hmm.
just to make myself feel better. And it was lovely until I got to the final. And then I noticed he was sitting with Asif Ali on the side ropes,
Yeah, funny.
Barney Shani, and I'm thinking, damn, he was there. I don't remember he was there.
Mm.
So my point is that they done that. Now they're doing it again with Sam Ayub. But I've seen Sam Ayub.
Yeah. So what? Remember we were talking about it last time
He
about
is
the
he's
Pakistan
very
Cup.
very good. I don't want his career destroyed.
This is what I'm saying.
That's
Yeah,
my worry.
we need to keep these guys.
Ahmed Jamal, I've seen him.
We need to nurture these guys. That's the whole
They
thing. We
need
need to
to be
nurture them.
fully nurtured.
Yeah.
So that's my worry. Just hope we don't destroy any more careers. The board and the current board and the current government has done enough to us. I cannot have these youngsters get destroyed, you know. And the thing is, there's more in the pipeline, you know. And if you go into KPK,
Mm.
there's some serious
Oh,
talent
players
around there.
wise, yeah,
Players
yeah,
wise,
yeah,
you know, there's Naseem Shah's brother.
yeah,
Have you seen him?
yeah.
Buddy, he's got some pace. And
Listen,
there's another bowler. Sorry to cut. There's
yeah,
one more fast bowler.
mm,
I'm gonna say his name's Muhammad Zishan.
mm.
He's a 6 footer. Awesome. I've watched his domestic game. Yeah. Oh.
So this is it. But we've never been
Yay.
short of talent.
No, we're not. But they're stuck in that pipeline now.
We need to nurture. We need to nurture, and this is what hopefully.
You'll either have another Muhammad Irfan story,
Mm,
isn't it? Which is sad.
yeah.
He had pace, swing, the works. Didn't work on the fitness. I mean, he didn't work on his fitness himself, but that's why you got doctors and physios and whatnot, and
Yeah,
your,
I mean,
and
that's
your
what
dietitians and
these
stuff.
guys are meant to.
They
Yeah,
didn't do nothing. Mind you, he was very, 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 very tall. 7 foot, wasn't he?
yeah.
How many 7 foot fast bowlers are there that have survived? Not really. Because they can't, isn't it?
Mm. Yeah, no, it was a shame. You're right. Look,
Let's not waste talent.
yeah, what we want to see, like I say, is just the changes have come. We accept them. We have to accept them. We want to see the best. So, inshallah, we're gonna get something out of these guys. We're gonna get some improvement out of these guys, and we can see some direction for the team. That's all I can hope for.
There's a current national T20 Cup being
Yeah,
played.
coming soon, isn't it?
No, started.
Isn't that the one Barber's playing in or no?
नहीं एक अभी चल रहा ना.
What's up?
Asif Ali's captain of one of the teams.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I did actually see
that
those
national
teams.
cup.
Yeah.
I'm hoping something comes out of that as well.
Yeah. Well,
There's amazing talent in Pakistan.
Right, guys. Well,
I enjoyed that.
Yeah,
That's good.
Yeah.
It was a good talk. It was a good. I think that was a pretty healthy conversation.
No, it was needed.
I needed to vent.
Yeah,
I've got a lot going on.
It's been a long one, so yeah. Let's see what happens in the edit. But going into the next episode, just a little quick preview. We're looking to do some specials now because obviously we've got a bit of downtime with Pakistan matches. Obviously, we're going to have India's and Australia's matches going on, so they'll get a brief mention.
That was a good game, by the way.
Like I predicted, India's 1-0 up now.
Yeah, but that was a good game.
It was a good game. It was closer than I thought it would be. But once again, it was good to see their youth and whatnot shine. So
I saw the fans say we've taken our revenge, and I was like,
yeah,
well, they all right, yeah, you have. But guess what?
But they will.
They took the World Cup.
But they will whitewash them.
No, but they took the World Cup.
Yeah,
you took revenge. They took the World Cup.
But they will whitewash them, and this is the thing. It's a different. Anyway, the Babar Azam special is coming next.
I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm doing this for Baijan, and also because I think he needs to be appreciated.
I can't wait.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward.
I'm going to talk for the world,
and
what shall I say for Bobby?
For Pakistan.
Bobby. That's what we call him.
Bobby. Anyway, so we're gonna do a special on Babar Azam next. That should be with you guys in the next week. And yeah, until then, back the pack.
Khudafis, everyone, and back the pack, and keep subscribing, sharing, liking, commenting. Guys, please, I beg you, send us some questions. They've fizzled out all of a sudden. We need some questions, no? Yeah, we need some interaction with you lot. We've had a few, but throw some questions at us, man. Anything you like, cricket related. Yeah?
ठीक है. Back to pack.